Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello and welcome to the OC Varsity Hoop Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Camus. I'm being joined by Steve Fryer. We're outside on an absolutely beautiful winter January day here in La Habra outside Sonora High School. The Raiders are facing Sunny Hills this coming Wednesday in an epic Freeway League matchup. I believe both teams are 4-0. And this is always one of the funnest games to go to all year, Steve. They got two of the best fan bases in the county. You're likely to see sombreros and oversized fat heads of every player. I mean, it's just a blast. And more about the X's and O's, Steve. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah, there's so many great matchups in this game. Two of the better point guards in county basketball, Josh Rodriguez of Sonora and Tim On of Sunny Hills. So many good players on both teams. You know, Sonora's got maybe some of the more scoring punch with Adam Marlowe and Ben Rico, but Sunny Hills, I saw them play, even though the game I saw they lost, they're still really good, and they play this frantic style, you know, press and run, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Reminds me of the old Phoenix Suns teams in the NBA.
Yeah, there's like a 24-second clock in this game pretty much, and they never see it. And then, you know, Max Thurman of Sunny Hills, one of the top three-point shooters in the county in the last couple of 3 or 4 years. So it's going to be a fun game Wednesday. I'm looking forward to going.
Yeah, me too. And we talked to a couple of the Raiders players, and we also talked to Coach Murphy and asked him what it was like to win number 500.
It was fun. It was great. I heard from a lot of old players. And that's what it really does, is it brings back memories of guys I coached 20 years ago. And, you know, we've had so many great kids here. That was the best part about it.
It's going to be crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just going to be like people yelling in your ear. You can't even take the ball out of bounds. Like, can't even hear the refs whistle. Like, it's bad.
Student section is going to be great. Their student section is great. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, last year was a lot of fun, and it's going to be the same. So it's going to be intense. But, you know, we're going to go out there focused and ready to play.
Our crowd is great. They come out with crazy themes every week, and helps us. I mean, we're undefeated in the last 2 years at home, so it helps us a lot.
All right, our thanks to the Raiders players and Coach Murphy there, Steve. This Friday, we have the Nike Extravaganza, one of the coolest tournaments in all of the country. Teams from all over the country come down here to Santa Ana to play in this nationally recognized tournament. They have it every year. It's been going on forever now, Steve, and it's just a pleasure to watch all these guys play. Friday night, who do we got?
Well, we got Ocean View is going to be playing Servite, and that should be a fun game. Servite, you know, plays a really hard-nosed style, and Ocean View, you know, coming off a tough loss last week to Westminster, they're going to need a W in this thing.
We have a couple other county teams on Saturday, including Los Alamitos.
Yeah, Los Al's playing in that showcase event too early against Colony of Ontario. And the game that I'm looking forward to, Jonathan, is Foothill against Orange Lutheran. That's a 2:45 p.m. game, and that should be an awful lot of fun because Foothill, you know, playing in that awful crazy tough Century League, they got to play Orange Lutheran. Orange Lutheran, I think, you know, they're like 11-9 or something like that coming into this week, but I think they're a little bit better than that. Rogers Printup is healthy and has had some good games for them, and they just beat you know, St. John Bosco last week, and Rogers Printup had about 20 points in that game, so it's pretty good.
That was an impressive double overtime thing right there. Yeah, and I mentioned Mater Dei, and they're going to face Whitney Young out of Chicago. Both teams ranked nationally in the top 10. This is going to be a fun matchup, Steve.
Yeah, I saw Whitney Young play. They also play that Hoop Hall Classic, very athletic team. And they're going to match athlete to athlete pretty good with Mater Dei. Stanley Johnson, you know, is probably going to have a big game in front of a big crowd. He loves the big event thing. And the guy that really has impressed me, I don't know if he's a number 2 player. Stanley Johnson's the best player in the county. Okay, number 2, maybe Rex Pfluger, the junior guard who transferred over from Jay Serra. He was awesome in that Hoop Hall Classic game. He can score every way. Can shoot it outside. Awesome defender, too. Can bring it up the court.
Sneaky athleticism, too.
Yeah, you know, attack the glass with both hands, you know, taking it to the hole. So Rex Pfluger's pretty good. And every time I see MJ Cage play, the sophomore, he does something new and better every time I see him play, whether it be an offensive move or something he does in the defensive side. My MJ Cage, man, just gets better every time I see him play.
It's fun to watch a young player develop, especially a young big man in the post. Who would have thought? All right, our thanks to Steve Fryer. And for more, check out ocvarsity.com, where we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.